Good morning. Welcome today. I think it's day 16. We're following the arrows, at least until this point, because the old road, which I took 8 years ago, goes down that way, and it takes you to that train station that's like down there, probably a kilometer or so. Pilgrims used to cross the train bridge on foot. They don't allow you to do that anymore. When I was here 8 years ago, they told you just get on the train and keep going. Oh, there's the train. You can see it go by. Yep, that's the one. Now they've created this new route. I'm not sure when it started, but it actually isn't longer. It's about the same exact distance, and you don't have to worry about taking the train or walking across a bridge or getting hit by a train if you want to walk across a bridge, or anything like that, or getting arrested or getting a ticket. So we're going to try the new route. It's exciting. Isn't it exciting, Greta? It's so exciting. So exciting. See, you can tell Greta's really excited. So here we are, following the new official Camino route. So there's quite a lot of people that don't like it because it's right next to the road, but anybody who's done a Camino before knows that sometimes you are right next to the road. But again, this was done for safety reasons. They didn't want people walking across the old train bridge like they've been doing forever. Now, I couldn't find any information to say that anybody ever got hit by the train or fell off the bridge into the water. And it's only like a 4-foot drop anyway, so it's not like they would be falling 100 feet and probably dying. Then again, if they had a backpack on, maybe they wouldn't float so well. Either way, no record of that, but it's still illegal. Anyway, these are the new official Camino signs. They're pretty new. That one doesn't even have words on it. Some of them do. If I see one, take a picture of it. Anyway, it looks like we're walking on the road for a while. So walking the new route, we have a nice new sign. It says 560 kilometers to Santiago. That doesn't mean I know how far we've gone already, because I really don't have any clue. It's been 15 days. So if I guess average of 20 kilometers, 25 kilometers a day, somewhere around 280, 300, something like this. We could figure it out later, but there's really no reason to. Greta decided she had to stop back there and drink some water, which is good. Water's good for you. Yes, I'm practicing my Australian accent again. We watched a film last night with Liam Hemsworth in it. I think that was his name. Is that the guy that plays Thor? Some Hemsworth. Maybe it's Chris Hemsworth. I know there's two brothers, and they're both Australian, and they both play parts in movies, and yeah, I forget. Doesn't matter. It's over now. We're done. Anyway, we're going under this bridge, because if we could go over this bridge, we'd save a lot of time. But that's the fast car bridge. And this is the river that we can't cross on the train bridge, which is down that way. Now we're gonna come around the corner here, see if we can see it. We might be a little far away from it. I'm not really sure. Here looks like there's a little bit of a view, and we'll see. Can we see the train bridge from here? Nope, but it's down that way somewhere. We've been off the road for a while, so it hasn't been a bad walk for a little bit. Following the river. Not a very pretty river, but actually that's not true. For a while it was pretty, it was very reflective, but the word there is reflective. We're going to check out this church very quickly, just so I can... it looks like the gate is closed. We'll find out when we get there, because it's kind of neat. I like the way it looks. It could be a good picture. Unfortunately, as you can see, there's a big lock there. Now, not that this gate's very high. I could definitely climb over it, but it looks like it would be a nice view out there. Oh well, maybe next time. So on this official Camino, new official Camino, that's a nice view of that church, even though we couldn't get in there. It's a beautiful view. We're almost to the bridge though. So before they had made this the official Camino route, if you wanted to use this bridge to cross over this river, as opposed to trying to go across the train bridge illegally, or taking the train across the bridge, which is what Rob did last time, this would have been a 7 to 9 kilometer detour back to the Camino. And I'm sure some people did that because they feel taking a train is cheating, whereas Rob's always of the, hey, if that's the way the Camino goes, pilgrims would take the easiest route no matter what. But this time we did go around. Why? Because the distance is about the same now that there's a new route. So the view now is much nicer than it was when we started the day. We still have probably 16 kilometers to go. But look at all those cows over there. Most of them are on the ground. I don't know. They don't look like rain clouds up there to me. Sun's almost peeking out too. Anyway, we're headed off that way. Greta's probably thinking, what the hell is this crazy guy talking about? Because yeah, you know, I don't know if she remembers about the whole cows on the ground thing. I'll have to ask her. So of course we just went up a hill. We're now at the top, and the view, it goes forever. You know, out that way somewhere is the ocean, and out that way is like more of Spain. I wish you could have gotten at the top, but this little house was in the way. Oh, look at the little lawnmower. It's a robot. We've seen a few of those on this trip. But yeah, the view, wow. It just goes and goes. Down there you can see the train tracks. That was our train that we didn't take because we walked around. Somewhere back that way is the train. And the other Camino is on the other side of it. But now this is the official route, and we're back into an accent, so we're going to stop right now. So we've got a bit of shade for a moment, not sure for how long, but we're still by the fast road again, but you can't really see it out there because the nice trees, and the sun is getting definitely warm now, but we like the shade. Let's hope it lasts a while. Probably got about 14.5 kilometers to go. Hopefully it stays just like this. Odds are pretty nil, but you know, because it looks like, I don't know, it goes for a little ways up there. Look at Greta go. I knew eventually we'd see one of the signs with stuff written on it. Santillana, 10.3 kilometers. That's where we're headed to. So we still got quite a bit ahead of us here. I'm hoping we're going the right way, because it's all pointing this way, yeah. Just, maybe we have to go over that. This is all new to me. And yes, there's an arrow there. So even though we've had some good views, and we had that nice walk in the shade through the trees and that nice small trail, we also had a nice trail next to train tracks we didn't show you, but it was really, really narrow and not very pretty. But most of the walk has been unremarkable because we've been by lots of roads and, like I said, lots of train tracks and lots of industry. It's kind of like walking the Camino Frances around Leon or into Burgos, but pretty much the whole day. That being said, we're still doing it. I know the old trail, when we took the train, or if you were one of the adventurous people that walked across the bridge when you're not supposed to, even though people used to do it all the time, it was like a rite of passage. I might have already said that. If I did, one of these is going to get cut. But yeah, industry. It's pretty much where we're at today. Well, we've made it to Santillana. There's the sign. Now, it doesn't mean we've taken the recommended route, but yeah. I see it, and Greta thinks I'm talking to her, but so she's talking back. Does she know she is now on the camera?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, might be filming, but we're here now just to find the albergue. We followed an arrow that said a shortcut 4 kilometers as opposed to 7. Probably about 2 kilometers ago we lost the arrows, but it didn't matter. We have maps. We know where we are. And we do remember this town as being pretty cool, so this town might be the best part of today's video. Everything else before that, yeah, you can probably forget about all of it. So this is the town I remember. This is Santillana del Mar. This is the old section. We're gonna walk across the street because, well, everybody else is, and the police are standing right there, so they're kind of letting it happen. But this is really an old medieval tourist town. As you can see, there's tourists all over the place, and it's Thursday. Kids, adults, buses. But it is one of the coolest towns on the Camino del Norte, and we're gonna walk around. Like I said, this is probably gonna be the better part of the video because we'll see some neat old buildings and neat cobblestone roads, and hopefully we won't re-hurt our ankle for a third time because this is where stuff like that happens. Of course, first thing we need to do is find a bar because they sell beer usually. As you can see, more tourists, lots of them. Anyway, this is the Plaza Mayor here in Santillana del Mar. It's a neat place. I know we see a lot of old places on the Camino, but usually they're not like this. This is so quaint and small, and everything is just, this is cool. My mom asked me in one of the videos, or was it a picture? I don't remember, why I like old things and why I think these things are so cool. And like, I really don't know. I just think they're cool. I mean, look at that. How is that not cool? I mean, they made all these things, 1,000 years ago. They didn't have the technology we have now. They really had to know what they were doing. Pillars of the Earth, if you haven't read it. It is a great book. It talks about this kind of stuff, though they're building a cathedral. But it's very similar. Masonry, old style masonry, and you know, quarries and stuff. It's pretty darn cool. So yeah, all these cobblestones. It's pretty awesome. We were trying to figure out how old it was, and there's talk of monks being here in the 7th to 11th century, but the first thing we could find was 10th century, like 980, which makes it pretty darn old. Now, clearly the whole place wasn't here then, but it's just a neat little old town with a new bank. This town just seems to go on forever, but I do remember this part because we stayed right through that gate. There's actually a couple pilgrims walking in there right now. I'm sorry to tell them that I know it's closed. Well, I shouldn't say I know it's closed. It said on their website that it's closed for renovation, but they went inside to look, so you might just go inside and take a look, because I know that's where we stayed last time. Right here by the church. It's a very nice little albergue, but it's very small. So yeah, check out that. Whew, that is awesome. Closed temporarily in English. Greta is having a cow back here, but this is where we stayed 8 years ago. It's a really tiny building. It only had like 16 beds in it, but Greta's like, I was just trying to translate it for you. It all says temporarily closed in every language.
Rob's mum and dad?
Yeah.
Put me back on there. Your son's a mongrel, can I just
Oh, they don't even know what mongrel means, but it's not a good thing. Yeah. Mom, Dad, it's a great thing. Yes, you're in the shot, isn't that great? Greta, you're in the shot. Yeah, good. You're already in the shot. Now it's a close-up. But we wanted to check out the Museum of Torture. I wanted to see the outside of it. Don't necessarily need to go inside. But I don't remember this from the last time I was here. Of course, I probably look back at the video. It's probably on it. But we definitely didn't go inside last time. Ooh, that's cool armor out front. Ooh. Yeah, we definitely did not go in. I don't know if we will now either. Oh, the sun is bright and hot. So right back there was the Museum of Torture. Not too far away is the Museum of Cheese. I would probably like this one more. Doesn't look like a very big museum, but there is definitely cheese. We like cheese.